Hi, it's Nikki here from Happy Hormones for Life, and a very, very happy new year to you all. How are those New Year's resolutions going? If you're anything like me, you might be finding January a really hard time to make lasting, sustainable changes. It's right after Christmas where we may have been overindulging and probably curled up on the sofa, or you may have had COVID or another illness because it's not just COVID around, there's lots of viruses going around. It's cold and grey. Most of us are probably just feeling exhausted and flat or struggling or recovering from illness. So it's not the best time of year for radical change, pushing yourself, deprivation, or extreme exercise, in my view. It's actually a much better time for nourishment, nurturing, and replenishing. So for me, it's all about self care. Let's practice self care instead of resolutions that are going to just make us miserable. Why is self care so important? Well, it's our lives are manically busy. Self care now more than ever. It's not only important; it's absolutely vital. Sometimes we see it as a luxury or a treat, especially us women, because we're looking after everyone else first. But if we don't do that self care for ourselves, we're no good to anyone around us. Now, our bodies are designed to pump out cortisol and adrenaline for emergencies like a lion attack. But of course, we're now pumping it out constantly and we're not giving our adrenals enough of a rest. So, if we don't switch off that fight or flight response, all those stress hormones can not only make us feel wired, anxious, overwhelmed, depressed, irritable, foggy, and sleepless, but they also put us at extra risk of chronic disease. Now, self care has different meanings for different people. Some people think about going on a spa day or having a massage or sitting in a warm bath with candles. All of that is good, but I'm looking at really caring for your whole self on a daily basis, so making it a priority. And that means really looking at what's going to nourish and replenish you consistently and for the long term. So these are long term sustainable habits that we have to put in. So I'm just going to go through my top 10 self care tips. These are my tips to switch off. But obviously, there are so many more, and obviously, there's lots of people offering their own self care tips as well. But I'm going to start with mine because these are the ones I like the most. First one is to start saying no. Get really clear on your boundaries. Now, as women, we want to please everyone generally. We want to be the nice girl, we want to look after and help everyone, but that is just not possible to do. We can't please everyone. Imagine you're the queen and you just need to focus on people in your realm, your family, your friends, your loved ones, and only give them your time, energy, and love, the most of your love and time, because everyone else can wait because they have their own people in their realm to look after them. So you've really got to focus and really resource the energy that you have. The second one is drink enough water. It's so basic, but we often forget to stay hydrated, especially as we get older. And dehydration is only going to make you tired, moody, foggy, and will likely wake you up at 3 in the morning. Not to mention the wrinkles. Now, number three is to start your day with a nourishing smoothie. This is one of my favorite ways to look after myself and my health because sometimes I'm too busy to make sure I get a proper decent breakfast, and sometimes I skip it. And I know for me, intermittent fasting is great, but I think my body likes to eat something in the morning. So a nice nourishing smoothie will balance your blood sugar and sustain your energy till lunchtime, making sure you've got plenty of protein and healthy fats in there because that's going to do the filling up. You want to limit the fruit to kind of low sugar fruits like berries and citrus. If you're going to have a banana, maybe half a banana, and then pile in the green stuff, the veg, some healthy fats, protein, like I mentioned, and you're good to go with that. And it gets all of your nutrients done in one go. So if you spend the rest of the day and you can't get access to healthy foods, or you're just so busy that it's not a priority, then at least you've had your nutrients in that smoothie in the morning. Number four is get out into nature. Now, especially when we're working from home so much these days, sometimes I can go 2-3 days without leaving the house. And I really, really feel that. And I need to get out and get into nature. I think it's just a human need. And it's proven through studies that nature can have a massive impact on our mood and our stress levels. It's the best free self care you can get, in my view. Number five is blocking out your holidays for the year. So this is something I do every January. In fact, I kind of do it in December really because I can't wait to do it. I love planning my holidays. It's you may not have any plans to go away, that you don't need to be going abroad or anything like that, but you do need to block out time so that you can then take time out of your busy days and your busy life. It's really important to do that on a regular basis and make sure that you're not working when you're away and meant to be off as well. Number 6 is to book in some friendship time, coffee, lunch dates with friends or family. This is something it's really important. That connection piece is really, really important for your health. And so it's really easy to not make the effort to keep in touch with people. But science has shown many, many times that we really, really need our social networks to thrive. Number 7 is find a yoga class locally or online. Now, of course, this is my tip. You might hate yoga, but I often think people don't like yoga because they just haven't found the right class or the right teacher, because it is so beneficial for your well-being. It really makes you feel good when you've got the right class. So if you haven't found that, do try another class or another teacher. And when you find the right one, you will stay with them forever. They'll be your best friend. Because yoga is not only really good for your hormones, it's strength training, it's flexibility, reducing the risk of injury, it's breathing properly, so good for stress and mood, and it's mindfulness. You really have to concentrate when you're doing a yoga class. So all of those things are really beneficial for your hormones. Number 8 is breathe. Now, when we're stressed and we're on the go all the time, we breathe shallowly through the chest. So obviously yoga helps with that, but deep belly breathing can really, really switch off that stress response really quickly. So I like the 5-5-5 method of breathing a few times a day. So you breathe in for 5, you hold for 5, and then you breathe out for 5. Really, really helpful to switch off that anxiety straight away. And any kind of stress. If you've had a stressful conversation or a stressful morning at work, then you can do this afterwards, and it really does settle your stress response. Number 9 is to up your veggies. Now, as a nutritionist, I'm always going to say this one. It's a no-brainer, but your body really, really does thrive really well on a lot of varied vegetables to get those nutrients. Not to mention your gut bacteria. Now, the good guys, the good bacteria really, really love to feed on vegetables. So as many diverse vegetables as you can get into your diet is going to help with everything. And of course, that fiber that you need to eliminate properly too. And lastly, I'm going to say get enough quality sleep. Easy enough to say for me, but sleep is so, so underrated, not just for the huge impact on how you function every day, but sleep has incredible health benefits that we're only just discovering in science. These are just a few of ideas to get you started and get you thinking about your own routines. But I'd really encourage you to not worry too much about your resolutions and instead make a plan for your self-care needs. Much more fun and much more nourishing for you. And make sure you stick to it. If you don't prioritize these things, life will just get in the way and will derail you. So make sure they are non-negotiable in your calendars. Like always, if you need any personal help with anything, do contact us and we'll get some information over to you on our one-to-one support and our testing. And again, Happy New Year to you all, and hope it's a good one, and I'll see you very soon. Take care.